I saw a shy smile on the blind date man's face and thought he was a bit romantic. I raised my hand to signal the delivery guy to come over quickly. Suddenly, the music in the coffee shop changed, and a rock version of Good Days sounded with a murderous aura, giving me a jolt. I thought that people really can't be judged by their appearance. They look shy, but their hearts are quite wild. Suddenly, a group of waiters carrying a neat line walked towards me. I thought they were holding atmosphere balloons and glow sticks, but as I approached, I saw that they were actually Swona and Dagger. They folded 1,000 paper cranes and tied a red belt. Shoo, 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 what is this? Death rock never stops, another wave rises. Outside the coffee shop, a transparent gift box car with flashing lights stopped in a BMW Mini that was showing off. The words congratulating the lady on becoming a prestigious BMW member were prominently written on it. My face turned green. Lu Qian must be sick. How could I know it was him? Besides him, who else has this flamboyant style? The young man on the opposite side was also confused, and the delivery guy didn't know whether to hand me the flower in his hand for a while. Although it was a social suicide, I politely apologized to the young man who was going on a blind date. Sorry, my friend was joking. I have never been so embarrassed before. I really appreciate him. The young man is also a person of quality and kind to me. Xiao Xiao took the flowers and gave them to me, saying that I should be busy first and chat next time. I apologized to him again with Jiang. Xiao Xiao. The music in the coffee shop stopped at the right time, and the waiter disappeared in an instant. Despite the gossipy gaze of the crowd, I dialed Lu Qian's phone number. Mr. Lu, what's wrong with you? I tried hard to hold back the anger that was about to erupt, gritted my teeth, and twitched my mouth on the verge of eruption. Lu Qian was indifferent and said, Secretary Qi is a sensible person, I am pursuing you. Lu Qian, I really can't take it anymore. The company is busy, Secretary Qi should come back early, he has work. Lu Qian ignored my anger, his tone was still comfortable. If it weren't urgent, he was the boss, and I really couldn't restrain myself and greeted his ancestors with rich language. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. After working with Lu Qian for so long, I have also figured out his temper. I must not be stirred up emotionally, otherwise his goal will be achieved. Lu Qian felt a bit regretful that my tone returned to normal so quickly. Secretary Qin is always so businesslike. After hanging up the phone, she had to think about how to explain to my mother today, so she had to ask Aya to take the blame. Aya also agreed with a pat on her chest, saying that your boss is quite abnormal and she is sick. I thought this fragrant chicken would turn yellow, but I didn't expect that the young man would invite me to have lunch tomorrow after returning home. He also asked me if I wanted to watch a movie and go on a blind date. The young man's name is Chen Yu. He currently has a stable job in a public institution and owns 3 houses and a car. Judging from his conditions and appearance, I am really satisfied with him. After lunch with Chen Yu, I will leave. His meaning is that if there are no problems, both sets of parents can meet. Blind date is not love, it is for marriage. I am also 28 years old, and my family is urging me. After marriage, I hope you can go back to your hometown to work and take the civil service exam. I will hand over all my salary, bonuses, and other allowances, and keep them for myself. After marriage, we will have a separate house and not live with my parents. If we have children, both families will take care of them, and the bride price will be 180,000. The dowry is up to your family. But it is better to have 2 children, both girls. Anyway, we will live together, and I will fulfill my husband's responsibility. I will arrange the sense of ceremony that girls want. If you think it is suitable, we will settle it. After so many blind dates, I think you are also a rational girl. Love is virtual, and our conditions are very compatible. What he said makes sense, and I want to refute every sentence. This young man is so good, what are you dissatisfied with? On the high-speed train back to the company, my mother was still arguing with me. I am 25 years old and do not believe in love, but I also do not believe in marriage as a cooperative model. My threat and risk assessment program rejected it. The essence of marriage is to sacrifice no matter how good the partner is. Women have to face the situation of sacrificing their own careers to take care of their husbands and children. I admit that Chen Yu's consciousness has surpassed that of most men, but she does not meet my requirements for a husband. She naturally believes that women need to make concessions in marriage, but I don't think women are accessories. Last time, you were not satisfied with Xiao Zhou either. His elementary school teacher's family conditions were good. Last time, Xiao Zhou was even more outrageous. He complained to me about his weird parents for more than an hour when we first met, and finally said that his salary was low and he asked me to pay for his meals. When he heard that I bought a car, he even asked me what brand it was and complained that my car was not a good one. Mom, please save it. You are already 25 and have never been in a relationship. You plan to be single for the rest of your life. Find someone to marry into the family. Anyway, my sister is quite wealthy now and has made a lot of investments. With our family conditions, can anyone still marry into the family? I have never told my mother how much money I have earned. I have always said that my salary is 8,000 yuan, and recently it has increased to over 10,000 yuan. There is little left for monthly rental expenses. My younger brother is a troublesome thing, and when I return to the company, I have to face direct criticism and sometimes go crazy. Hey, there's a project party tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Will you still use the one from last time? In the company, I handle official business and the secretary has no personal feelings. Last time, the peripheral model was in a passionate relationship with Lu Qiyan, but it's common sense for Mr. Lu to like swallows. You accompany me to bring the materials to discuss work. Lu Qiyan is normal with him, which means we really need to discuss work. I nodded. It's not the first time I've found a stylist to take care of me. This is Lu Qiyan's requirement for people around him. We can't be too casual so as not to embarrass him. Even the driver must wear a haute couture suit. It's a normal night to drive. Lu Qiyan has reached a cooperation agreement with the top 3 construction groups in the city. I learned a lot from Lu Qiyan. Exposing his chaotic private life and occasional abnormalities, he is indeed an outstanding person. The next day, there was a small farce that was originally a marketing account. The article claimed that a wealthy young man from a wealthy family brought a new female companion to the party. There have always been many gossip news about her suspected new girlfriend, and this time I was even involved. It was not my first time attending an event with her, and most media knew it was not her. The secretary clicked on it and found out that it was not the case. The report detailed the frequency of Lu Qiyan changing girlfriends, and emphasized the only woman who had not changed in 3 years. Qi Xiaoxiao was speechless. I am not his girlfriend, why would I be replaced? The key is that Lu Qiyan not only did not do public relations, but also expressed his agreement. He wrote truthfully and helped her by a hot search. I even suspected that he instructed someone to write it. I sat at my workstation feeling uneasy, and my colleagues looked at me with eyes that couldn't be considered innocent. Pa! A slap was thrown in my face, and the peripheral model was angry, as if she were the main wife. He didn't think it was enough to slap me, and then he wanted to hit me with a knife and grab my hair when doing things, which was stopped by his colleagues. To do this job, one must be prepared to be bitten by a dog at any time, because Lu Qiyan has not broken up with him yet, and he can temporarily come and go in the company at will. But I really want to know how his brain grew. Yesterday, Mr. Lu clearly said he would take me there, but you went out halfway. You came to grab the job, pretending to be a noble and good citizen. The peripheral model scolded me angrily. I understood that it was not that he thought he was a legitimate girlfriend, but that I took his job and earned less appearance fee. This way of thinking is also very unique. Who does the big boss want to take? Do you need to listen to you? But it's not normal. Lu Qiyan likes this kind of unclear mind, and what he likes is definitely not wrong. It made me laugh. His hand is strong, and this slap should be worth 100,000, not a loss. Miss Qin, Mr. Lu is in a meeting, you can wait in the lounge. I spoke with my usual good work attitude, and the peripheral model looked even angrier, as if punching cotton. I understand, Lu Qiyan often feels the same way to me, and his secretary is always so diligent. Lu Qiyan walked towards me with a black face, and the peripheral model eagerly wanted to stick to him, but he pushed him away. He came to me with a dark and calm face, looking at my injury. I think it must be swollen and painful. This is the second slap I have received in the 3 years since I started this job. After the first lesson, I will be extra careful not to let them hit my face. Lu Ji's peripheral model is still acting coquettishly, but obviously he is about to fall out of favor, thinking that you are a real deal. Do you have it? You dare to hit my secretary? I will hire a lawyer to investigate your criminal responsibility. Go home and wait for the police to come, the security guard will kick him out. Wait a minute, I